Good morning, people of the internet. No, what is up, booktube? It is me, it's Monty. I'm back again, starting a vlog in my car, because what else is a man supposed to do? I really should be on my way to work, but here we are instead, because why not? I have done absolutely no reading. Yesterday, I started this video 3 times. Film introduction to this vlog 3 times. I then got home and filmed a wrap-up twice. I did 2 separate takes of this wrap-up. And what I learned is something that I've kind of suspected, which is I actually don't like filming wrap-ups. I used to think that I enjoyed them and I didn't mind them, and like people who complained about them were weird. And then I just like never filmed a wrap-up since like August, I think. So I was wrapping up books I read in September because there was a couple of things there that weren't in a Bookopoly vlog. And then nothing in October was talked about on my main channel at all, even though I read like 5 whole books. And then November, I read 31 books in November. So I read 31 books there, and 11 of those weren't discussed on my channel. And so I was feeling kind of bad that there was like 24 books that I hadn't talked about. And I wanted to talk about them. But as I was going through my Goodreads, I kind of felt like there was a reason. There was kind of a reason that I wasn't talking about them. And it just, there was something in the whatever I was doing that didn't work. It didn't work for me. So if I haven't talked about a book on my channel, just follow me on Goodreads, because that's where it's going to be. It's not ever going to find its way over here. I review everything eventually over on Goodreads, so that's where you'll find it. But today's reading vlog is probably going to be dedicated to our good sis For the Throne, because the live show is tomorrow, and yesterday I was supposed to finish it. I got in the car yesterday and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go buy some snacks, and then I'm gonna go home and I'm going to read and finish For the Throne, and I didn't. It was Thursday, so Gossip Girl came back, so there was 2 new episodes for me to watch, and I watched them, and they were good. And then I had to watch Criminal Minds Evolution, because there was a new episode of that, and I watched it, and it was good. I am appreciating this new little, actually, I'm still on the fence about this new Criminal Minds, but that's neither here nor there for this little reading vlog. So there's that. There's nothing else to say, really. I've read the first 134 pages of For the Throne, so I'm not starting completely from zero. I have a footing in this little situation. Yesterday, Monet told me not to read For the Throne because it wasn't going to be worth my time. And, like, I could have told you all that after I read For the Wolf. Like, there was no way. I just know myself. I know myself. And there are very few instances where I'm like, ooh, improvement matters. I think I could probably count on one hand the number of times I read from an author and was like, oh, look at the improvement. It really mattered here. So I'm not expecting the world from that one, but I'm going to go because, like I said, I do actually need to get to work. So that's the priority. I got work. Then I'm going to pick up some groceries after I get off. And then I have all evening to read For the Throne and get the video up for y'all. And that's what I'm going to do. And this will be a very boring day 2 vlog. Also, while we're on that subject of boring vlogs, please do not expect there to be like some pre-recorded sit-down videos. I have done none of that. Anything you are seeing is being filmed, edited, probably uploaded all on the same day. Is the true spirit of the vlogmas. But I'm actually going to go now, and I will check back in later. Hello, everyone. You would think that because I'm coming to you, I would have a reading update, but the answer to that question would be no. No, don't have a reading update because I just got off of work, and while I could have listened to an audiobook, I didn't. And I'm trying to be kind to myself. There was a moment where if I wasn't listening to an audiobook while I had the opportunity to, I would like beat myself up over it. I was dropping words there, but trying to be kind to myself, trying to, even though there is the pressure of daily vlogging, I'm trying to allow myself to live my life as though I would live it any other day. Which means I had to go to the library because I got a notification before I went to work that You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince by Timothy Janofsky was in. I put a hold on this because I wanted to read it. I wanted to be festive and I was in the mood. And even though I only came to pick this up, that never stops me from perusing. I always gotta peruse, gotta walk through the shelves, gotta see what's calling my name, because they can come home with me and I don't have to pay for it. So then during my perusal, I picked up This Way Out by Tafayel Ahmed, which is the story of a man who is coming out to his family, letting them know that he's engaged to a man. That's how he comes out in a little WhatsApp group. I don't know if it's a romance. I don't know if it's like just a regular story. I'm looking forward to reading it. So got that for me. Then I was over in the H's looking to see if any Alexis Hall was calling my name, seeing if it was available for checkout, see if they had moved it from the new release shelf or if it was just checked out. And nothing was available. And so I picked up The Royals Next Door by Karina Holly, which got mediocre reviews. I think this is like a neighbor who, like the royal, like some minor royals, maybe it's like a major royal, I don't know. They move into the house next door or the house behind her, something like that. And she has a romance with one of the bodyguards, I believe. So it's not really a royal romance. I don't know why we're putting royals in the title, but I believe that's what this is. Then as I was leaving, because I said, okay, I have 2 extra books that I don't need, let me just leave. I had to stop by the holiday romance shelf. And so I picked up The Matzo Ball by Jean Meltzer. I believe it's about to be Hanukkah season. I haven't looked in the calendar. I don't celebrate Hanukkah. But I figure if I'm reading some Christmas romance, I could read a little Hanukkah romance. And yeah, this came out in February, so I'm sure somebody's read it already, but this feels like the time of the year it's meant to be read. So I got that. And then I was getting in my car to make sure that this book was actually written by a male author, because I don't know anybody. I've never heard of this one. So I was Googling, and in my Googling, I got a notification that my hold on Good Girl Complex came in. And so I had to walk back into I had to walk back into the library and grab this from the hold shelf. So how fortuitous of me. So I got 5 extra books over here to read at some point. And I haven't even done any reading in the month of December. No reading has happened, but it's okay. I have achieved the first thing on my to-do list for after work, and that was pick up my hold at the library, and I was able to do that. And now that just means I need to go grocery shopping. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm gonna go home. I might watch, at this point, there might be a couple other vlogs for me to watch. I know Erin posted her vlog, and I watched, I think it was like a TBR maybe while I was at work. I don't remember. But I'm gonna eat, I'm going to watch some YouTube, and then I'm going to sprint until I finish For the Throne. So that's the game plan. I will check back in with For the Throne update. What is up, you guys? So I'm really just here to end the vlog. I'm gonna do my skincare, but this book being For the Throne by Hannah Whitten is not good. The fact that Hachette published this book, I'm gagged. It's not because the book is poorly written. There's not a ton of like grammatical errors to be found. It's just the book has no plot, and the plot that it does have is very by numbers. The fantasy is lacking, the romance is lacking. So it's just a competently written book in a very popular genre. And it felt like Orbit wanted to be one of the early new wave adopters, because I know that there's old school fantasy romance that you could read, and like paranormal romance has been big for a while, so like it's technically a fantasy, but y'all know what we mean when we say fantasy romance. And so it feels like Orbit wanted to be in on the ground floor of this new wave, and they just were picking it up, and they didn't edit it properly. I feel like the editors don't know how to edit a romance novel, and so they were editing a fantasy, and even the fantasy wasn't good. It wasn't. It even like undoes some of the stuff from the first book. It's weird. But I don't want to get too much into it, because I'm literally going to be live with Erin tomorrow going over this book in detail for about an hour. So I'm gonna leave a link to that live show so you can set a reminder, and even if you miss it, you know, watch the replay, because Aaron and I are gonna have things to say. I think that's to be clear. So thanks for watching this vlog. I'll see you guys again tomorrow on the live and in tomorrow's vlog. But this just was not the moment, was not it.